watching 8 News Now at 5 with Paula Francis and Dave Crevassier. The news of Southern Nevada is now.
The gun control debate is at a critical point following the recent tragedies like those in Connecticut and Colorado. And all this week, the I-Team has been looking into the guns of Nevada.
The Second Amendment gives all Americans the right to keep and bear arms. But how you keep them and where you bear them can differ dramatically depending on where you live.
Yeah, Nevada is widely considered one of the least restrictive states when it comes to gun laws. I-Team reporter Colleen McCarty took a look at our state's gun laws. What'd you find?
So we have learned all kinds of interesting tidbits as we've done some of our research. For example, Nevada has no state gun registry. Only Clark County requires gun registration, and only for handguns. Our state also has few restrictions on the types of guns you can own and fewer rules about where you can carry them. Some say that's a reflection of our Wild West roots. Well, not exactly.
Here to disarm you, throw up your hands.
The gunfight at the OK Corral, dramatized here by Buena Vista Pictures' Tombstone.
Oh my God.
Began, according to some historians, as an effort to enforce Tombstone, Arizona's local gun laws.
Why did they fight the gunfight at the OK Corral? The Clantons wouldn't give up their guns.
Historian Dr. Michael Green explains that, like Arizona, our state's history includes varying degrees of gun control, in some cases more restrictive than what's on the books today.
I open carry all the time.
In Nevada, anyone who can legally own a firearm may carry it openly.
What'd you bring, 357?
And on a Friday night on Fremont Street, Cindy Mayhew joins a group of gun enthusiasts actively exercising their Second Amendment rights.
The more people see people open carrying, the more comfortable they are, and the more aware they are that it's an option.
The predominantly tourist crowd seems largely unaware of the armed activists.
I need one of those out here.
Yeah, well, you can have one out here.
But those who do notice get a civics lesson from the group's unofficial ambassador, David Stillwell.
We do this quite often, though. We'll come down here or the strip because the cops used to not allow it.
This night, a Metro escort shadows the group's every move. Not to interfere, insists the sergeant, but to keep the peace.
I remember the days when I started open carrying and a guy was arrested for an empty holster. So we've come a long way.
In sharp contrast to the open carry crowd,
We're going to be talking a great deal today about laws.
dozens fill a classroom at the gun store to satisfy one requirement of Nevada's concealed carry weapons permit, available to adults at least 21 years old with a clean criminal record who demonstrate competence with a handgun.
If you legally have the right to own a gun, why not have the right to carry it?
Heather Lelescu is among those enrolled in the free session, now full 4 days a week, says CEO Bob Irwin.
We're getting a huge increase in the number of people getting permits.
According to the Metro Police Department, more than 37,000 Clark County residents have concealed carry permits, a number that has steadily increased year to year.
This latest bump has to be related to the gun legislation on the federal level, but I really don't see any direct connection.
Indeed, the national gun debate prompted Lelescu to pull the trigger, so to speak.
With all the different laws that might be changing and going into place, I think that it's the smartest thing to do it now as opposed to waiting.
And after 9 hours in the classroom and a few minutes on the range, Lelescu may apply for the permit to arm herself discreetly.
I got those directions and send it in. Thanks for coming.
So much.
My pleasure.
I intend to carry a firearm on me at all times. I just feel safer.
Lawmakers this session have a number of bill drafts related to guns, among them a bill to permit guns on campus, a proposal to expand the mental health information available for background checks, and a plan to create consistency among local gun ordinances. Of course, predicting what the legislature will do is a fool's business, but an exclusive 8 News Now poll found that there are about 60% of Nevadans surveyed who are in favor of changing some of our gun laws.
So we found out in our survey too, yeah. All right, thanks, Colleen.
If you live in Clark County and leave a firearm to your kids or a family member, you do not need a background check and are only required to register it if it falls under our current registration laws, which says if you can conceal it and point it with one hand. You can check out the current and proposed gun laws on the Guns of Nevada webpage on 8newsnow.com.